So I recently came across a pocket-sized dual-channel dashcam, which was kind of priced right. The features were also looking quite decent, and of course, everything seemed to kind of fit in really well. I'm talking about the Qubo Dashcam Pro 2.7K. And if you have been following my videos, you would know that I recently bought up a teaser video and a quick unboxing video of this particular dashcam, and since then I've been trying out this dash camera in my car for about a week now, and here are certain key points which you need to know about this dashcam before you decide on buying it. This dash camera comes at a price of 8,000 rupees, 7,999 to be more precise, and offers you a quad HD plus resolution, that's about 1620p resolution. This gets a 2-inch LCD screen. This gets a dual channel setup, basically gives you a full HD resolution at the back. This gets a memory card support of up to 1 TB. Very few cameras get that kind of support, and this camera gets a super capacitor. And all in all, this gets the brand backing of Qubo. Now this dashcam, if you are interested in purchasing it, due to the exclusive collaboration between Gizmobeep and Dashcam.Insider.in website, you can get this camera with a free memory card of 128 GB. Yes, just make sure to purchase using the link given in the description. You will be redirected to the Dashcam.Insider.in website, and just you need to apply the coupon code Gizmobeep at 2.7K. Well, the coupon code will probably be pre-applied when you click on the link, but just in case if it's not, make sure to apply the code and get yourself a free memory card. Why waste such a good chance? That being said, in this video we're going to take a deep look into the dashcam, take a look at its unboxing, its video quality, its app settings, and of course take a look at its number plate readability as well. So without wasting any more of your time, let's jump in straight into the video. Let's take a look. So here's the Qubo Smart Dashcam Pro 2.7K front and a full HD rear camera. So this shoots a quad HD plus resolution from the front and probably a full HD from the rear. On one side of the box, they have highlighted some features, and it says this gets a 5 megapixel front camera, 2.7K quad HD plus resolution, and a field of view of 140 degrees. The rear camera, on the other hand, gets a 2 megapixel rear camera, gets a full HD resolution, and gets a FOV of 120 degrees. This also gets a 2-inch IPS LCD screen for real-time front and rear camera viewing. So this dashcam is supported by the Qubo Pro app, and there are some other features also highlighted, and it says it gets G sensor for emergency event recording, gets supercapacitor for greater temperature resilience, gets HDR, which means superior low light performance, recording on demand, gets built-in Wi-Fi and GPS, supports up to 1 TB SD card. Now this is very important because most other dashcams kind of get like mostly 256 GB max. And this also gets a detachable mount. So as soon as you do open up the box, you get the Qubo app card. Basically you get a QR code to download the quick start guide and also the app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. You also get a mini booklet, which is basically marketing material for all the different Qubo products that are available out there. You get 2 electrostatic stickers, one for the front and another for the rear. And here is the main front camera. First impressions, it kind of looks and feels much smaller than I initially expected it to. I mean, I was kind of expecting a bigger dashcam, but it turns out Qubo has made it a much compact dashcam. At the back, you get this 2-inch display, and you get the control buttons right here at the bottom, the mode button, direction button, and the OK button. On one side, you get a micro USB port for the dual channel setup and a Type-C port for the main power. You also get a reset slot. On the other side, you get a main memory card slot, the power button, and probably a channel switching button. On top you get a windshield mount slot along with some ventilation holes. So a kind of compact, smart and sleek looking. So as you can see, comes almost within the palm of my hand. It's a good thing that Qubo has made this a very compact and a smart looking dashcam. Moving on to the rear camera. Now this feels and looks much smaller than it actually is. So as you can see, if you compare it with the size of the palm of my hand, this is such a small and such a miniature camera. Like most other rear cameras are actually much bigger than this, but this one is super compact and super minimalistic. Gets a Qubo branding right at the back. I don't think there is an LED indicator anywhere. You get the lens module and you get a windshield mount right at the top. So here is a mount for the front camera. Slide it in and click it into place, and there it goes. This is the maximum tilt, and this is probably not compatible with windshields that are flat or nearly vertical, only the rear camera. That being said, it can be removed easily whenever you want. The camera can be placed back whenever you want it back in its place. There is also a LED indicator right at the top of the display, and on top you have the broad windshield mount with a pre-attached sticker tape. Here's the main power cable with an L-shaped Type-C connector for the front camera and a USB-A connector for this 12 volts charger. Then you have a 12 volt car charger with a single USB port. You get a LED indicator, and this has a Qubo branding. Here's the rear camera cable with micro USB connectors for both ends. One is an L-shaped connector for the front connection and a straight connector for the rear camera. You also get a spare sticker for the front camera's windshield mount, and you also have a wiring installation tool. So here's the main front camera module, and here is the rear camera module. I mean, I kind of like this miniature size, this dwarf sized rear camera. It looks kind of cute. And of course, the front camera has this squarish form factor, which is kind of looking good, I think, looking very aesthetic, and I'm kind of leaning towards this camera. So this dash cam does really look and feel nice, but does it perform as expected, and should you be considering this as your next dash cam? Well, let's jump on and take a look at its video quality. Along with it, also take a look at its number plate readability during day and night time. Let's take a look. So starting off with the video quality, the front camera shoots a very unique 2880 into 1620p resolution at 30 frames per second. It has a bitrate of about 15,000 kbps with a file size of close to 110 MB per minute. First view, the video quality looks quite decent. I'm quite happy and satisfied with this video quality. And the saturation part, the contrast part, and the exposure part does look a bit balanced, although I must say saturation may be improved a bit upon, but overall the video quality is quite good and sufficient for the price. I mean, the field of view of this camera is also looking good, must be about 140 degrees, so should be good enough to cover pretty much everything in front of the camera lens. In terms of number plate readability, at a close range 5 to 10 feet, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Moving on to the nighttime video quality, this looks also quite decent. I mean, my windshield was like kind of a bit dusty and dirty, so you might see some light streaks there, but overall the video quality is looking much better than I initially expected it to be. And of course, even the number plate readability is surprisingly good even under the glare of headlights. So we already spoke about the field of view. It is quite good and sufficient, and even during night time I must say the quality is quite impressive and like very much better compared to most other cameras within its own price range. The saturation actually looks quite accurate. The contrast levels are decent. The exposure levels can be adjusted a bit more. But again, overall, the video quality is, I would rate it about 80 to 90 marks out of 100, because this is quite a good quality considering this shoots a 1620p resolution, and the image processing or the video processing algorithm is doing a decent job at getting a good nighttime video footage quality. Moving on to the rear camera, surprisingly good full HD resolution, 25 fps, not 30. Shoots at about 5000 or should I say 6000 kbps of bitrate with about 44 MB per minute of file size. The field of view is also looking like 120 degrees or 130 degrees, and I would rate this video maybe about 60 to 70 out of 100, considering this is a full HD camera shooting only 25 fps. But for the purpose of recording evidence, for the purpose of recording the activities behind the car, this is a more than enough and a more than required video quality from the rear camera. The exposure part in this looks a bit higher, and of course the contrast and saturation can be improved upon a bit more, but this is kind of very common in most rear cameras, and this too is not any different on those. So considering that aspect, a decent quality and a usable rear camera quality during daytime. Moving on to the night quality from the rear camera. So basically what you're seeing, those dots are like the dust on the windshield and not actually the camera quality. But considering if you just remove that dust, the video quality is again surprisingly better. I mean, much improved and like comparatively equivalent to what we just saw in the front camera's video quality during nighttime. It's actually able to compensate well for the high exposure of the headlights, of the name boards, of the signboards, and is kind of giving Star Wars 2 vibes to some level, I must say. And I would definitely rate this rear camera video quality at night time a close 70 to 80 out of 100, considering this is actually looking good and I'm quite happy with the kind of performance. Now again, just reminding you that my rear windshield had a lot of dust, so you can see those white spots coming up. These white spots are not due to the camera, it's because of the dust on the windshield. So this is again a reminder that you need to keep your windshield clean in order to get a clean and clear footage. Moving on to the number plate readability, you have this Maruti Swift right at front at a distance of about 15 feet away. Zooming in, a very decent read of the number plate, no complaints again. This all letters and numbers are pretty much clearly visible. Moving on to the nighttime number plate readability. Now you have a lot of cars right here. Let's just zoom in on the Alto right at front. Now do note that this number plate is directly under the glare of headlights, but in spite of the fact that this camera doesn't get a star-ways-to sensor, it is still able to give you a good read of number plate, and that's quite a surprising thing even for me as well. Moving on to the rear camera's number plate readability. During daytime, you have this Innova right behind me, and if I just zoom in to take a look, a very smooth image, no distortions, no image relics. I mean, this is looking much better than even the front camera probably, and this is quite a good number plate read at a close range of this car. Moving on to the number plate read during night time of this two-wheeler right behind my car. I mean, looks pretty good. I think not very clear, but still very readable and quite sufficient for the performance this rear camera is actually providing. So now let's move on and take a quick look at the Qubo Pro app, which basically provides the settings and the access to this dash cam through your smartphone. Let's take a look.
So here's the main Qubo app interface. So you get the live screen recording right here, and you can like switch between the cameras. So here you can see the rear camera. If we do head into the settings, you've got the audio recording option, then audio alert, then you have speaker volume, then you have over speed warning, which you can set a particular speed after which the dash cam is going to give you a warning. Then you have the SD card storage option, basically shows you the storage space. Then you have the parking monitoring, so this will need a dedicated hardware kit. Then you have the device screen out time. You can set it at 30 or 60 seconds, or you can set it at always on. Then you have GPS, you can enable or disable it. You have the time zone, then you have software update. Then you have device reset, factory reset, and remove device. Interestingly, there's no option to change any resolution, so the resolution part is pretty much fixed from both front and the rear cameras.
So considering all of these aspects, considering the fact that this is a super small size, super compact size dash cam, which is like easily concealable in the car, and of course taking a look at its video quality, which is surprisingly much better than I initially expected it to be, I really think under the price bracket of 8,000 rupees, this is a definite priority, this is a definite choice which you can have within that budget range. And do note that if you do purchase using the link given in the description, due to the exclusive collaboration between Gizmobeep and Dashcam Insider.in, you will get yourself a free 128GB memory card inside the box. Just make sure you use the link given in the description below. That being said, if you do have any queries or doubts regarding this camera, just write that down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if this video has helped you out in any way, and if this video has added to your knowledge about dash cams, go ahead, hit that subscribe button of my channel right now, smash that like button, and share this video with all your friends who are looking for some dual channel dash cams under the 10,000 price segment. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.